Live from Connect Stadium ahead of a fantastic Thursday night football match. It's the Franks Collision Center Muskogee County Game of the Week. We got two of them this week. One tomorrow, the Heritage Bowl. Here tonight, it's the Shaw U. It's the Raiders taking on Upson-Lee. Shaw got a big win last week, starting 1-0. Thrift Behringer here with Mike Frost, and we got a good one, man. And we said at the beginning of the season, Mike, one of our surprise teams that could really come out, shock some people, and double their win total, maybe even triple, is the Shaw Raiders, and they got off to a good start in week one.
Yes, they did. Getting a big shutout out there on the road against BTW up in Atlanta. Now they're taking on an Upson-Lee night team, a 4A team, or I'm sorry, a 3A team, coming down from Thomaston. Made the playoffs a couple of years in a row. Last year went 5-5. Started off with a loss last week to Lamar County, 24-3. A single A team that's made the jump to 3A. So getting used to some of these classifications, but Shaw looking to start off strong, especially defensively. I'm looking forward to seeing how that defense looks tonight after that big shutout victory last week on the road.
And here come the Raiders, led by head coach Johnny Gardner, who took over in 2023. This is year number 4. This is his first graduating class. Last year, myself and many others thought 7 or 8 wins for the Shaw Raiders. They end up only going 3-7, did win the last 2 games of the season. But this year, I think Johnny Gardner knows what he's got. He understands the expectations when taking this job at Shaw, and they need to start 2-0 because they got a tough region and classification they're playing in this year in 4A.
Oh, exactly. You kind of saw it there last year. A lot of mental mistakes, a lot of miscues out there on the field, penalties, turnovers. If they can clean those up, because they have the athletes. That's never been the question at Shaw High School. The athletes are always there. It's a matter of getting them to stay on their game, keep focused. Last week proved they were able to do so. Let's see if they can do it consecutive weeks.
Upson-Lee will start off with the football. Mike, we were talking about off air. Upson-Lee's got some nice uniforms, man.
Yes,
I really like their color scheme, man.
Yeah,
Black, purple.
purple.
They look a little bit like TCU, man. Purple helmets, purple trousers, white jerseys with purple trim. Shaw and the all black. They have black pants, black jerseys with white and gray trim and black helmets. Set to kick off for the Raiders is number 85, Xavier Allender. By the way, that young man won, I think it was $5,000, if I'm not mistaken, maybe more than that, because he's the one that kicked the field goal for the Columbus Lions this year.
Oh, that's right.
They picked a random fan. Remember, Roger Beck gave away each week, and Allender was one of those young men. I told him, hey, we're calling your game this year, and I'll make sure to shout you out. So there you go, Xavier. All right. Let's play some football. Raiders and Upson-Lee here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And Upson-Lee won't have a return to Quavius Hamilton. And we will see this Upson-Lee team. What do you know about Upson-Lee, Mike?
Usually a good playoff team year in, year out. Thomaston always brings a good team down from Upson-Lee. Went 5-5 last year, missed the playoffs, so ended up 5th in the region. But played in a very tough region. This year, playing off, of course, starting off with Lamar County, who's been in the playoffs perennially here lately in the single A in Georgia, moved up to 3A this year. So they went out there, lost 24-3. Let's see if they can try to bounce back here against the Shaw team, but we're hoping Shaw comes out strong. We'll see how they do.
Shaw defense really good. LeBron Rabin, number 9. Check him out. He's right there on the defensive end on the near side. He had a fantastic week last week. The secondary was really good in shutting out Booker T. Washington. Upson-Lee in the shotgun position, and he'll hand it off to Cheston Howard, and Howard will go up the middle for a couple yards. Good job by that defensive line, not allowing much push.
Yeah, first touch there by Marquell Charleston, able to get back there, get him down to the ground, at least get the first hit so the rest of the team can finish it up. And they end up getting a little bit of penetration that time and bring them down quickly. Let's see how they do there. Upson-Lee coming out of the spread so far. Got number 17, Cash Cantrell, a freshman, starting at quarterback for the Knights.
5'7", 165, the young man, but they believe he has a lot of talent. Another handoff to Howard. He'll run into his own man, and then immediately taken down by the guy I just made mention a previous play ago, number 9, LeBron Rabin, who was able to get the stop, limit to a yard, and it's 3rd and 7 now for Upson-Lee.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion in the backfield that time. You saw Cheston Howard, the running back, take the handoff and then run into the blocking back that time. Seemed like there was a little bit of a delay to get out of the backfield. That cost them there, and it only moved up, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Thomaston, Georgia. That's where Upson-Lee is coming from.
I got family up that way. Shout out to the Hall side.
And he'll be under duress and just have to throw it away. And nice job getting in there. Noah Hart, a senior, perfect time blitz, and it'll be a punting situation now for the Knights.
Yeah, they tried to go to the rollout that time, and Cantrell just couldn't get anywhere. As soon as he turned around to take off to the right, there he was, big number 55, Noah Hart, to drag him down to the ground. Luckily for Upson-Lee, he was able to at least get the ball out before he got dragged down around the 20.
24-3, and they didn't have much offensive production. Upson-Lee last week. Cantrell was 4 of 8 for 62 yards. Only had 48 yards rushing. Just had a tough time against a really good Lamar County team.
Yes.
The freshman will boot it away, and that's a great punt. It will be fair caught by Trenton Patton. And now we're going to see number 2, Dalen Peterson. Started last year. It was him, Aaron Grant. They couldn't decide who's going to take on the role. How's the offense going to be? Aaron more of the runner. Dalen more of the passer. Now it's all Dalen's show.
Yeah.
And Coach Gardner says his quarterback is playing with confidence, and number 2 has a cannon. We'll see what he's got in store for us here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of talent out of the quarterback position for Shaw, and you tend to forget he's just a junior. So he's still got another year to develop here in the system under Coach Garner. Let's see how much progression he's made so far from last season.
First down for Peterson. And handoff up the middle, and a huge hole there by Markwell Charleston. Excuse me, that's not Markwell Charleston. That was actually
See when the
not number 8. That was actually number 6, Vernon Gamble on the carry. Nice 6-yard gain. It'll be second down and about 4, maybe even 7 on that first down carry.
Yeah, that was a nice little counter play that time by the Shaw Raiders.
Peterson will fake it. Zone read option, and there is Trenton Patton. Patton, screen pass, and didn't get much there. That play-action pass, man, they read the defense, and then they either get it out for a screen. We saw it all last week with Northside. It's that Auburn, Gus Malzahn type offense that used to be effective many years ago, but there's
going to be a chop block. The outside receiver that time cut out one of the corners by the knees, so he'll get brought down. Actually, they're going to say holding. I thought it was a chop block as I saw the DB fall to the ground there. But, yeah, you see that a little bit more with if they got confidence in the quarterback, you kind of give him those options that time. And Dalen, it's not a big high-risk throw to be able to go out there to your wide receiver on the RPO that time. And that's what we're starting to see a little bit more of at the high school level is they're able to move the ball a little bit more consistently.
It's the Franks Collision Center Muskogee County Game of the Week. Thank you to Frank Wilcox and Franks Collision Center for supporting what we do here. Immediate handoff and a taken down. Vernon Gamble, nothing there. Number 8, Cheston Howard, the middle linebacker and running back, was able to get the stop. It's third and long. We're presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, Chick-fil-A, Houston Clinic, and Mike Hostelo Law Firm. Thank you to all our presenting sponsors. We'll have the Alex Quinney, also Good Hands Player of the Game later on. Don't forget, you can go watch these games at Dave & Buster's. Shout out to Keith Wilson. Third down, and they're going to get a false start.
See another penalty there. Some of the things that kind of plagued Shaw last year. Let's see if they're going to get it out of the system here. First home game. Let's see if they can try to get it out of the system here early and start being a little bit more consistent offensively now. That's 15 yards and penalties here in just his first drive.
And really, they hadn't even got the first down. From first down, they get 7 yards. Since that moment, penalties and tackle for loss has derailed it, and now it's 3rd and 20. So what started promising has gone backwards quickly.
Yeah, let's see here. At this point right here, you just want to try and get at least a half of a chunk of the distance to go here. At least get about 9 or 10. Set yourself up for a decent punt and try to at least flip the field on Upson-Lee.
Peterson will get and throw it. Nice catch to Bryson Denson, the junior. Problem is he only got to the original line of scrimmage and will be taken down. It'll be punting situation, but an effective throw there by Dalen to at least get some positive yards.
Oh, yeah, that was a big one there. You want to at least get, like I said, about half of the yards back there. You don't want to take too big of a risk and pin the ball back deep, get a turnover, let Upson-Lee get the ball in your own territory. So at least get a good little chunk there, get it up to about the 40, and then try to punt it away and flip the field on Upson-Lee and keep them pinned back around the 25.
Set to return, Cheston Howard and John Bentley for the Knights. And looking the punt there is Javion Salter.
Going to get delay of game.
game.
So another 5 yards. That's 20 yards in penalties.
Just right here on the first drive. And that's one thing I know Coach Garner really wanted to clean up is sloppiness that hurt them all last year.
And it started out, they've had 15 yards of offense and 25 yards or 20 yards in penalties just on this drive.
And that punt is not very good. And it's going to go, though, about 20 yards, get a decent Shaw bounce. But Upson-Lee will get good field position, and they'll start at the 41-yard line. On Saturday, we got a brand-new show, Columbus Lions. We're going to be producing it for them on the Columbus Lions Facebook page and YouTube channel. It's Saturday Morning Roar. Myself, and maybe I can get Peacock and Frost and whoever else want to come and hang out and recap all of Friday's scores, having some coaches come up there and having some fun.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait for that. Saturday Morning Roar, Columbus Lions. Thank you for being our ticker here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And handoff and immediate tackle. Chris Logan in on the stop. Nice job by him.
Way to scrub off the edge that time and get the TFL. Brought him down for a 1-yard loss. Beautiful play defensively. They tried to stretch it out wide. He was there waiting on the back. Was able to bring him down. No assistance needed that time.
2nd down and 11. They're not getting much on the run game right here, Mike.
No, they're not.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from this Shaw defense.
Yeah, going with that old 4-4 defense basically right here with the 2 backs in the backfield out of the gun for Upson-Lee.
And handoff. And bobbing and weaving his way for some positive yards, Jordan Slayton. And he'll bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, Slayton that time able to get the cutback and was able to get away from the linebacker that time. Right there to meet him was Markevius Greer, but unable to make the tackle. He gets the cutback, moves up for about 3 yards, maybe 4. They'll set it up 3rd and 8 now.
All right, 3rd down and 8 here, Mike. What would you do if you're Upson-Lee? And if you're Shaw, are you coming after the quarterback knowing it's a freshman?
With them bringing the heat the last couple of plays here on both series, I'd go with the screen pass, maybe up the middle screen, have the back just kind of leak out behind the offensive lineman.
Cantrell setting up a screen pass, and then he had a lot of space and blocking in front. Cheston Howard falls down. Cash set it up beautifully there, and the Raiders got a bit of a break, Mike, with Cheston falling down.
Yes, they did. They were able to get away with one there as he couldn't keep his footing there on the turf and just fell to the ground. Like I said, you got that good rush coming from Shaw, kind of get the screen pass. They had it there. It would have been an easy 1st down if he could keep his feet under him, but instead they'll be punting away here from the 44-yard line.
So good defense again by Shaw. Trenton Patton set to return a high booming punt that will get an Upson-Lee roll. Didn't go very far in the air, but rolled another 15 yards. And Shaw will take over at the 23. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it's Shaw and Upson-Lee Thursday Night Football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get...
Welcome back, everyone, here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. A handoff there. Actually, Dalen Peterson actually kept it. Didn't get much. Actually lost 2 yards, and it's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, just unable to get the consistency in the backfield back there. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication. He decided to take off with it. Was unable to do anything. Loses 2 yards. Let's see if they can try and get that offense to go back the other way this time, as they have been going backwards between penalties and 2 running plays now that have been negative yards.
Another pre-snap penalty. That's 5 now, Mike.
Yep, and that'll set it up now to be
2nd and 17.
Yep, 2nd and 17 now after that false start. 25 yards in penalties on just a drive plus 1 play. So they're going to have to fix this one up. That'll set them up 2nd and 17 from the 16 now.
Yeah, again, the penalties are setting them back, and I just don't think that's the type of offense you want to see. You want to be ahead of the 6 for Coach Gardner and the Raiders.
Especially if you feel like you can run the ball. Upson-Lee going with a 4-2-5 defense, basically the nickel out there with the 4 wides for Shaw. If you can try to get a play up the middle and try to bust the seam, that'll be a big one right here.
2 receivers on each side. Gamble will get a short pass and be taken down and hit by Cheston Howard, and he'll not even hold on to the football, and it's 3rd and a mile again for the Shaw offense.
Yeah, that time they tried to go with the screen to the right side. Bryson, unable to get out there and make the block on Cheston Howard as he got to the receiver right before he could make the big completion. Now it's 3rd and 17 from the 16. Again, this is going to be another one there. You could probably expect a screen or something there to get another time. Just like last drive, you want to get about 8 or 9 yards here and set yourself up to at least get a punt off.
Peterson. And it's under duress, and he's just going to have to throw it up for grabs. It is going to be caught somehow. Giovanni Johnson-Ruth able to come and find the ball. Nice job by him. Again, didn't get anything, maybe a yard, but at least it wasn't intercepted and you didn't take the sack. It was potentially about to be a safety there for the Raiders.
Yeah, he was getting chased back in the end zone. Just kind of threw up a prayer that time. Luckily for Shaw, it wasn't going to be intentional grounding as Johnson-Ruth was able to make his way back to the ball. I was thinking as soon as the ball went in the air, it could easily be a pick six or a intentional grounding or something of that sort in the end zone, which would have been 2 points for the Knights. But luckily, the receiver for Shaw able to get back to it, make a play. No gain on that one, but could have been way worse.
And a decent punt that will get a Shaw Raiders bounce, and they'll down it at their own 48. So it's been a field position game so far, and Upson-Lee's got good field position now, Mike.
Yes, they do. They're going to start off on Shaw's side of the 50 now. Looks like they're going to set it up at the 43 this time. That's where Upson-Lee will get off. Now, right now, on 2 drives for Upson-Lee, 2 3-and-outs, they've gotten 6 yards of total offense on 6 plays. Shaw, if you take away the penalties there, they can move the ball fairly well. Not on that last drive, but the first drive they were able to move it.
That's the Shaw band. Great image there. There's one of the assistant coaches for the Shaw Raiders.
Now 1 back this time for Upson-Lee as they go pistol formation.
Cass Cantrell behind him is number 25, Marquise Wimberly. And they have a pre-snap penalty.
They're going to call timeout beforehand.
And we will do the same. We had a little bit of a lightning delay, not much, about 5 minutes prolonging the start of this game. And we're here live with 2:45 left in the first at Connect Stadium Thursday Night Football.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
Welcome back, everyone, here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Thursday Night Football, Upson-Lee and Shaw. First down for the Knights in Shaw Raider territory, and they're going to get
offsides this time.
So that is now 7 penalties already, I think, Mike, or is that 6? 6 or 7 already early in this game, and we were only in the first quarter.
So that'll set up now. Upson-Lee will move it down to about the 38. Will they have it 1st and 5 to start this drive off? So more penalty yards than offensive yards total here on both sides of the ball for either team.
Cantrell will hand it off. Wimberly stutter steps and gets nowhere, loses a yard. Tell you what, though, Shaw Raider defense, no matter how bad the offense is playing, they have really shown that this black shirt Raider U defense is here to play. And I think this is probably going to be their strong suit this season, Mike. Saw what they did to Booker T. Washington, low-scoring affair, 14-0. And you're seeing the same thing here. They're not letting anything on the ground happen.
No, not at all. There's a lot of penetration from the front four, leaving the linebackers the ability to kind of come crashing in those tunnels and those lanes, making the big grabs. They're not needing a whole lot of help, no missed tackles.
Cantrell will get it out quickly. Cheston Howard catches it, and it's a first down. And it's the first down for either team here in the Carroll Purdue State Farm first quarter on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Frank's Collision Center, Muskogee County Game of the Week.
Yeah, that was a big one right there to get them down to the 33-yard line to set them up 1st and 10 here. Let's see if Shaw can try to make a big play here and at least try to get another TFL here. You probably expect Upson-Lee to try to run the ball on 1st down again.
And handoff up the middle and another great gain, and now they're starting to get some momentum. There's Wimberly for 7 yards, Mike.
Yeah, nice little move that time to be able to get downfield. Got it down to about the 27. Set him up about 2nd and a long 3, almost 4. So good first one that time. Just go midline on the handoff to the fullback out of the pistol. And now he'll set up to the side this time. As we got motion.
Cantrell.
An empty backfield so far.
Yeah, freshman on 2nd down and 4. And in motion is Highland Foster. Cantrell will keep it. Try to push the pile. Freshman won't get much, if anything, there. And it'll be 3rd down. In on that tackle, big number 55, middle linebacker Noah Hart. And it's 3rd down and about 4.5.
Yeah, that time they tried to go with the motion and try to get Shaw out of position, but it seemed like with that last motion where they brought the back into the backfield, tried to close in that middle of the Shaw defense, and they were able to get up the middle and stop the quarterback from getting anywhere. So now set it up 3rd and 4 from the 27. So big 3rd down right here for the Shaw defense as Upson-Lee's driving.
Who's going to pin their ears back for, as you can see, Noah Hart. He's now in the defensive end position. They move him around. They'll hand it off, and nothing going again. Maybe a yard. It'll be 4th down. And that handoff was the number 27, Jordan Slayton. Host of Raiders on the stop, and it's 4th down and decision time for Upson-Lee. But guess what? They're going to have to make that decision, and head coach Kalen Puckett, after the break, at the end of 1, Raiders 0, Upson-Lee 0. We got a good one, Thursday Night Football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back after this.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid. I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Welcome back here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Thrift Behringer, Michael J. Frost. Not Michael J. Fox, but Michael J. Frost. Thursday Night Football. What'd you learn in that first quarter, Frost?
I learned that Shaw is going to have to keep from getting penalized here. A lot of mental mistakes. Same thing we saw last year in a couple of the games here. Fortunately for them, it hasn't bitten them quite yet. 4th and 3 we're going to see here is at the 21-yard line. They need to get, or 26-yard line. They need to get to the 23. Does Upson-Lee, do they go for it here, or they have the leg to kick a 40-yard field goal from this distance? I believe if you're the coach from Upson-Lee, you're going to go ahead and take your chances here in the second quarter and try to get a big first down and try to continue the drive, because you haven't been able to move the ball that easily against Shaw. The defense has been through it lights out so far in the first quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up here. Looks like they're going to go for it here as they line back up in pistol formation. Got the big H-back out there on the field for Upson-Lee, number 4.
4th down.
Jaden Duggar.
Handoff and big hole, bust through it, first down, Knights. Justin Howard patiently running there, thought he maybe he's getting stopped, but all of a sudden found a crease and moves the chains.
Hey, you see Duggar get up in there from the H-back position, was able to get up just enough of a seal to fend off one of the defenders for Shaw to open it up a little bit of the lane that time for the first down run.
Cantrell. Hand off to Howard, nothing. Number 44 coming out of nowhere. Lawrence Washington on the stop. 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, needed that one just a play late if you're the Shaw Raiders that time, but still gets them back out of the red zone here to the 21. And we've got an injury on the field right now. Looks like he's holding his ribs or his back or somewhere around that area.
It is the Houston Clinic injury timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be back here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
So Houston Clinic in energy timeout. LeBron Raven was able to run off the field on his own accord. We're glad he is okay. 2nd down and 12 for the Upson-Lee Knights.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep the penetration going here up front with Raybon coming out of the ball game.
And look at that big-time tackle. Chris Logan laid the boom there, and it's 3rd down and long for Upson-Lee.
He was like Stofers out there, just stuffed him in the lane that time. Big stop, led him to just a 1-yard gain. That time it'll set it up 3rd and 11, so another long one here for Upson-Lee. Expect another screen pass or something out to the wide side off the play action from Upson-Lee on this one with the freshman quarterback. They tried to go with that middle screen last time when they had 3rd and long. Twins to the left.
Cantrell will take the snap on 3rd and long. He's under duress, going to throw it over the middle, and it's going to be up in the air. Good defense. Number 3 was there in on the coverage, which is Savion Joseph. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to see if that's 0 or 9. I think that's Otis Stevens, number 0. Yep, he was also in on the act, and it's 4th down, but we got another Houston Clinic injury timeout. We'll take a break. Be right back after this.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 4th down and 11, and they're going to bring on the kicking unit. Upson-Lee trying to take on points here, and that will be Tristan Boyd.
Yeah, out there for the 37-yard attempt.
Boyd has enough leg, or at least I thought he did. He was right on point. I mean, that was dead center. And doink. Shaw able to get the stop, holds Upson-Lee scoreless here on this drive. Empty-handed, and now the Raiders will take over. But offensively, the defense is holding their end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Shaw's got to get a first down to move the chains. They have not got a first down yet in this game.
Yeah, that is true. They got too many penalties here. They need to give the defense a bit of a break here, as they've already got 3 possessions out there, been able to hold Upson-Lee to 0 points. You can only expect so much out of your defense before you let them wear down a little bit here. Let's see if the offense can get a big drive. They need 80 yards to go down there and get a score. Handoff that time to number 8.
Yep, and that was a decent handoff for Marquell Charleston, the senior. Gets a yard, 2nd and 9.
So set them up at the 21-yard line here. Let's see what they try to do.
2nd and 9 now.
Inside they're going to go.
They haven't thrown the ball downfield either, Mike.
No,
they
they really haven't
done much. I mean, they had that 10-yard pass on a 3rd and 20. That's pretty much the only positive play they've had. And handoff, good move, and now he's got space, still on his feet, breaks a tackle, and there goes Vernon Gamble. Gamble down the sideline, we pushed out of bounds, we asked for an explosive play, and number 6 says, call on me, first down Raiders.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Jadarian Meadows, the safety for Upson-Lee, he'd still be running right now. Great play by the running back, broke a tackle, was able to spin out of one, did Gamble, got to the sideline, got up near midfield. They'll start off now 1st and 10 from their own 49 after the 29-yard gain.
Mike, he runs hard. You can't one-arm tackle him, I'll tell you that. And I think Upson-Lee learned that one the hard way. Trips to the far side with Gamble in the backfield. Peterson, right at the 49. We'll hand it off to Gamble again, and Gamble not much. And we'll stay at the 49.
Yeah, they were able to cloud him that time, kept him from getting upfield again. He tried to get a little bit of a cutback on the zone read, but they were right there waiting on the backside. Kept him to no gain, so they'll set it up now 2nd and 10.
Otis Stevens checks into the ball game as a running back. Talking about an athlete, and that's a big boy back there. Linebacker, can play in the secondary, can play on the defensive line, and he's also a running back. He'll take the handoff. Nope, Peterson will keep it, and he should have gave it to – and that's where if you're Johnny Gardner, you're frustrated. Stevens keeps that. He's probably still running. Had a lot of space on that open side.
And a good play there by the Upson-Lee defensive end, Isaiah Davis, just a sophomore at 6'2", 240. Read it beautifully and kept Dalen Peterson from getting anything upfield. Just a 1-yard gain getting on the midfield. That'll set it up now 3rd and 9.
And a timeout by Upson-Lee. Shaw starting to gain some momentum. It's 3rd down and 9. We'll be right back after this. Do not go anywhere.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our cayenne ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and guess what, guys? We are in a lightning delay. So we apologize, but we're going to have to take a break, and we'll come back, hopefully, with some football here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. By the way, halftime at Otis Spencer Stadium. Kendrick leads 13-6.
Nice little tight game down there at Otis Spencer between Kendrick and Hardaway.
But we're back here after the lightning delay. Shaw and Upson-Lee in a good one. It's 0-0, 7:50 here in the second quarter, and Shaw will take over at the 50 with 3rd down and 9. Peterson will hand it off. Reverse. He's got a good block from Dalen Peterson. He's got space. Tries to cut it up front, and will get close to about the 46 of Upson-Lee. Will be 4th down and 5.
And that's called senior leadership right there. The free safety for Upson-Lee, John Bentley, staying at home. Saw the reverse happening. Good block in the backfield by Dalen Peterson, but Bentley stayed at home in his position and kept them from getting upfield. And it'll set up now 4th and 5, and looks like Shaw's going to go for it.
Coach Garner wants to go for it. On 4th down and 5, they're going to try to draw him off sides maybe. Looks over back to the sideline.
Got plenty of time, just under 10 seconds on the play clock.
Peterson. And there goes Gamble. Gamble race to the corner, and I think he got the first down.
Looks like he did.
And they're going to mark him out right at the 40. He had to get to the 40. He got to about the 39 and a half. First down, Shaw.
Big run that time. Way to have some confidence in your young men out there on the field is Johnny Garner as they get the big first downs, get some 6 yards down to the 40-yard line. Maybe this will be the little bit of a jolt that the Raiders need as we're closing in on halfway through the second quarter here in the first half.
So 1st down and 10 for Shaw at their Upson-Lee 40.
Longest drive so far of the ball game for Shaw at this point, just the 3rd possession of the game.
Handoff, and look at Gamble, big hole, and Gamble moves the chains. It looks like he'll be maybe just short. And another good run by number 6. Actually, they're going to move the chains. They're going to say 1st down. Good run by number 6 in black.
They got 10 on the dot that time. The sideline referee that time, the line judge, says 1st down. Let's keep it moving. This is down to the 30. 2 big runs by Gamble here in this drive after the lightning delay, and it's 1st and 10. Let's see if they keep chugging along here. A swap out at left tackle. As 66 comes out, 71 comes in.
Coach Llewellyn, the offensive coordinator, trying to get the plays in. Dalen. Handoff again to Gamble. Gamble breaks a couple tackles. Look at Vernon Gamble. 3 consecutive big-time runs from Gamble, and it's 2nd down and 1. How about number 6? Getting in on the act with some good yardage.
Seems like the lightning delay did him a little bit of good that time. Got a little pumped up while they had the break, and he's come out with his head on fire here in this drive. 3 consecutive big runs by the running back for Shaw. So down to the 22-yard line. Nezat comes back in at right tackle for Shaw.
Otis Stevens in. Also in the backfield is Marquell Charleston.
They've gone with the sophomore at tight end, the offensive lineman, so I'm going to go overload that side.
Otis Stevens going to get it. Look at the big man rumbling and tumbling down inside the 10, and it's 1st and goal for the Raiders.
Big 12-yard run that time, and Shaw trying to flex the muscle. Getting down, it'll be 1st and goal. As they've come out strong after this lightning delay and said, let's just put the ball on the ground and it'll make them stop us.
Stevens will get the handoff and false start. You've got to be frustrated, and Coach Garner's yelling at Dalen for not getting the guys set. All that momentum, and you get derailed by a 5-yard penalty. You had them on their heels right here, Mike.
Yeah, exactly. Pushing them downfield, getting no less than 6 to 8 yards of play at a point here after the lightning delay. Moving it all the way down to the 10, you get 1st and goal. Now it'll still be 1st and goal, but back to the 15. Another big offensive pre-snap penalty by Shaw. I believe either somebody was not set up correctly or maybe the receiver. Seems like the receivers are moving a little bit here before the snap. They're going to go twins to the field side here.
Stevens still in the game in the backfield. He'll low snap again. Peterson has it. Peterson steps up in the pocket and takes off and runs. Will get 5 yards and get to about the 8. It'll be 2nd down from the 8. 2nd and goal from the 8.
Yeah, just a bad snap that time, but able to make something out of it, get it up, be 2nd and goal now. They get about 5 or 6 yards on the run by Peterson. Able to make something out of nothing that time, the quarterback for Shaw. As they look to try to punch it in here, as we're starting to dwindle down in the first half. At least they want to go into the locker room with a lead here at home.
It's probably playing out kind of like how last week did for them.
Yeah, just defense and then just
wearing them down.
Timely offense.
Charleston in the game. He'll take the handoff, go to the outside. Charleston blocking in front. That's Vernon Gamble. Excuse me. Did he get in? Touchdown! Vernon Gamble. 6, not number 8. And Gamble gets the first touchdown of the game. How about number 6? That was his drive, Mike Frost. And it's 6-0 Shaw.
Big drive that time coming out of the break. Gamble taking it almost all the way down the field himself, that time with his zone to the left. Good blocking, good sealing by the left tackle and the receiver on that side of the ball. Gamble able to stretch it out wide to the left side. Finally finds a seam, cuts up, gets into the end zone, across the pylon. Touchdown Shaw, 6-0 lead here with 3:41 to go in the half. And looks like they got a little confusion here, another miscommunication. They were down to 10 men on the kick team here for the extra point. And Denson comes into the ball game to step in at tight end.
Xavier Allender, the freshman, but there is...
They're going to call it delay of game. So another unwanted penalty by Shaw. This one not as crucial as the ones during the drives, but still backs you up 5 yards. I hope your kicker's got the ability to make it here from... It was going to be about a 15-yarder. Now it's going to be, or it was going to be a 20-yarder. Now it's going to be 25 yards on the extra point.
It's a big-time play and a big-time drive by Vernon Gamble.
And that's going to be, looks like number 85 for Shaw out there kicking. That'll be Xavier Allender, the freshman.
False start. I tell you what, that line judge that's on that far side has dropped probably out of the 10 to 12 flags, 85% of them.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying he's wrong in it.
Nah.
But my man's getting his money's worth. Holy smokes.
About to say, he probably just got LASIK like last week. And
his
vision
is 20/20. If they even breathe like they're going to cross that line or move, they're throwing the flag. And Allender straight through. Raiders, after the lightning delay, finished that drive, and it was all courtesy of number 6, Vernon Gamble. 7-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
We're back here live from Connect. Shaw on that drive. A lot of running. And squib kick, ball's on the ground, and Shaw looks like they may recover it. It did touch an Upson-Lee player.
It only needs to go 10 yards. Looks like it did. Let's see if one of them come up on top of it.
And Shaw's going to get it. How about that? Allender with an incredible squib kick there. And tapping his head. How about the young man? Great job. Caught Upson-Lee definitely off guard. Hit a Knight and went 10 yards. And Shaw's going to take over inside Upson-Lee territory.
Yeah, they're going to get it at the 44. Good job that time catching Upson-Lee off guard. They were dropping back going into kick return coverage. That time not paying attention to the kick by Allender. Catches them sleeping a little bit. Now Shaw with a big chance to jump out to a 2-score lead in the first half. See if they stick with the run game here with Gamble and Stevens.
Hand off to Gamble. No. He'll throw it out in the flat. There's Charleston. Charleston breaks a tackle and gets 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, a little bit of the play action that time, trying to go backside with the screen. Charleston tried to cut it upfield. Almost able to break one that time, but good tackle by the Upson-Lee defense and kept them to a 5-yard gain down to the 39. Five yards on first down is always good. Whether it's a run, whether it's a pass, you get the little quick outs out there. You can basically make that an extension of the run game by going out wide like that. Shaw just trying to keep Upson-Lee off balance after just running it down their throats that last drive.
Handoff, fumbled, and Gamble's just going to have to jump on it. That was a bad exchange between him and Peterson, and it'll be 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, loss of 7 that time on that one. Sets them back to the 46-yard line now. So it'll be 3rd and 12. Not what you wanted there, but still manageable. You're on the right side of the field. You're on the plus side here. So you want to get about 7 or 8 yards on this play and go for it on 4th down if you can get inside the 40. Let's see if they set up another screen right here. You see Stevens checking into the backfield for Shaw.
Third down. Bad snap goes between the legs of Peterson, and a couple bad plays turns into 4th and a mile and derailed what was a promising potential start.
Yeah, you can almost assure it that the center will be on the sideline practicing snaps, because we even saw it during that last drive when they scored a touchdown. A lot of low snaps Peterson was able to come up with at his ankles. That was 2 snaps right there that caused them to go backwards. Set them up now 4th down from the 39-yard line as they started out on the 44 of Upson-Lee. That'll set them up about 4th and 27 now.
Great punt. And another almost fumble. Tried to fair catch it, just had a fall on it. Was Christian, also Brooks.
Little 28-yard punt right there to try to flip it just a little bit, and we're going to get the Shaw defense here with just under a minute to go in the first half. See if they can maintain the shutout here.
57 seconds left. They've done a really good job, other than one drive that ended in a field goal attempt that doinked off the middle crossbar.
Yeah, that one started with great field position for Upson-Lee, just unable to take advantage. Biggest play of the game so far is a 12-yard pass by Upson-Lee on their side on offense.
Cash. Cantrell gets it out, finds also Brooks. And he'll get about 7 yards on first down.
They're going to have to go hurry up here as they try to line back up. One timeout left for the Knights. We're down to about 30 seconds left to go in the half.
Cantrell will get it out again. Find an open receiver. Highland Foster was there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, he had it right there. Foster had to just kept going backwards instead of trying to backpedal to the ball. He'd have had the easy reception. A little bit of blown coverage by Shaw right there. They got a little lucky on the pass. Sets them up now 3rd and 2. Stops the clock for Upson-Lee with 22 seconds to go. See the lineup here. Trips to the field side. One solo to the boundary over here.
22 seconds left here in the half. On 3rd down, Cantrell will throw it deep. Looking for a man. Double coverage there. Good job by Savion Joseph and Jaden Alexander on the coverage. They'll bring up 4th down.
And with 16 seconds left, it is 4th and 2. But if I'm Upson-Lee, I'm just going to kick this one away. I don't want a chance giving Shaw the ball back easily on this side of the field if I'm not able to pick up the first down. But it looks like they're going to go for it regardless. You see the freshman quarterback coming out back in the huddle to make another play call. So Shaw's able to stifle them here. They can get the ball back on their side of the 50.
They're going to go for it. Cantrell will throw it as he's hit. It's up for grabs, can be potentially intercepted, and it's dropped. Javion Salter, if he'd have came down with that, had a lot of green grass in front of him, but him and another Shaw were kind of battling it out for that, Mike, and either way, turnover on downs, 9 seconds left.
Yeah, you kind of want to feel it like you're an outfielder in baseball or softball. You want to call the other man off, but both of them wanted the INT that time as Salter and Antron Mallory both went up in the air, caused it to fall down to the ground here with 9 seconds to go. Shaw gets it at the Upson-Lee 41. Shaw still with all 3 timeouts. If they can get a quick hitter here and try to stop the clock, at least put themselves in good position.
Peterson just going to throw it, and it's going to sail out of bounds.
Yeah,
Bryson Denson kind of stopped. He didn't even go. And them two were not on the same accord.
Yeah, it didn't look like a full fly route out there on the go route. As Denson kind of looks like he jogged about the first 15, 20 yards down the field until Peterson threw it up in the air, tried to catch back up to it. But good coverage either way by the right corner. Number 6 for Upson-Lee, Christian also Brooks. 3 seconds to go. Shaw gets one more chance to try to put one in the end zone here, see if they can throw one up in the air with Peterson.
So, final play of the half for Dalen Peterson. And you would think, it looks like Upson-Lee's going to come after him. Nope. And they're just going to hand off the gamble anyway. And that will be the final play of the half. But Shaw does able to get one touchdown on. The defense was lights out. And the Raiders are in a defensive battle with Upson-Lee. 7-0 here at the half. Thursday Night Football presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic, Mike Costello, and Chick-fil-A. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Thursday Night Football.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just heard the Upson-Lee machine. On behalf of the Campus Office of Education, Superintendent Dr. Trent Witherspoon, and Principal Ricky English, we are so proud to have the Marching Knights with us tonight. The Marching Knights Band Director is Preston Rayburn. Assistant Directors are Katie Stosby and Troy Kirkland. Kindergarten Director is Caitlin Fallon. Kindergarten Instructors are Jaden Brown and Gary Rowling. Band leadership includes Joshua Tremper, Will Harrell, Jake Carroll, Fisher Peebles, Eli Raines, Mason Mitchell, Zamiria Campbell, Temperance Cummings, and Kathy Barrett. Kindergarten captains are Hadley Chastain, Blair Ellington, and Sarah Gordon. This was our 2026 opener, Derek Taylor. Thank you, Drum Major Zion Pickens. Everyone have a great evening.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're gonna make you feel at home. They're gonna take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Heavy duty savings on heavy duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side. Or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
And welcome back, everybody. Here's Upson-Lee High Band just finished up. Great performance by the guys up there from Thomaston, Georgia, to come down here and play for the fans of Shaw High School. It's 7-0 here at halftime. We'll do a little rundown of the first half stats here during the halftime show. So far in the ball game, it's been all defense, even with Shaw with a 7-0 lead, marred by penalties, as they've had 4 or 5 big penalties on the offensive side of the ball, most of them all pre-snap. A couple of 5-yard penalties, so 30 yards in penalties on 5 penalties. And then also 2 bad snaps on the last drive that cost them to go backwards 22 yards after getting down to the 39-yard line of Upson-Lee. So far the first half, Upson-Lee has ran the ball 11 times for just 17 yards and have thrown, as far as passing goes, they're 3 of 8 passing with 21 yards. So 25 plays offensively for Upson-Lee, 38 yards total. So great defensive showcase so far by Shaw. First 6 quarters of the season so far, no points given up by the Raider defense. Shaw offensively, 17 carries on the ground for 68 yards as a team with the score. 3 of 5 in the air with 14 yards by Dalen Peterson. So that's 22 plays, 82 yards for Shaw. Not a big showing, less than 4 yards per play here, 82 yards with the touchdown on the big run earlier by Vernon Gamble. Gamble, of course, leading the team, 10 carries, 68 yards. The bulk of the offense coming from number 6, the running back for Shaw, is a junior. Having a big game so far in the first half, on pace for about 140 yards on the ground so far in the game. And with that right there, again, with a little stat rundown, as it's so far been a defensive battle between Upson-Lee Knights and the Shaw Raiders. With about 3 minutes to go here, the teams will come out and stretch. And with that, we'll take another little break before the second half, as we'll see kickoff and 24 minutes left of football here on Thursday night at Kinnett Stadium on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our cayenne ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
And welcome back. Here's we're ready for kickoff. Upson-Lee will be kicking it off to the Shaw Raiders here to start off the second half. Looks like back to kick for Upson-Lee. It'll be Peyton Howard. And we'll see what Shaw can do here to start off the second half. See if they can extend the lead now. 7-0. Taken and down. Unable to keep his balance was Marquell Charleston, as he'll fall inside the 10. Looks like they're going to line him up at the 8-yard line, and that's where Shaw will start off here in the second half. From the 8, it'll be 1st and 10. So not what the Shaw Raiders wanted to do here in the second half to start off with the kick, but you got to make do with what you have, and now it'll be a 92 yards they need to get to pay dirt. Let's see if they can grind it down the throats that time. Came out after the lightning delay in the first half with Vernon Gamble up and down the field, getting into the end zone with a 9-yard scamper. This time they hand it off to Gamble again. He goes up on the left side, cuts through. He's breaking a tackle. He's going to go up the middle. He's ahead of the defense. Can they catch him? He is not slowing down. He's down to the 20, inside to the 10, and he walks it into the end zone for a 92-yard score to start off the second half for the Shaw Raiders. Gamble, second touchdown of the game, 160 yards on the ground for the young man here tonight for the Raiders.
Big play there, Mike. Your boy can't even go to the restroom before Gamble takes off for a huge run. And number 6 showing you why he is taking over this game. It's been the Vernon Gamble show, and it's 13-0. Good call there, Mike.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, he just took off on the left side there, found the seam, was able to cut up, broke a tackle or two. Like you said earlier in the first half, you cannot arm tackle Vernon Gamble. He broke through, Saw nothing but green grass in front of him and took off. Nobody was catching the young man for the Raiders. And it's now 13-0 with the extra point ensuing.
Allender makes it 14-0. And on the opening drive, not great field position, does not matter. 23 seconds into the half. Vernon Gamble goes 80 yards. And the Raiders lead by 14. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our cayenne ranch doesn't make it so. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
(13-12) Kendrick leads Hardaway. 4:27 left in the third there. Thank you to Jonathan Bones-Jones on the update. But Vernon Gamble, another great kick. Allender just absolutely line drive kicked that right into an Upson-Lee player. Could have been almost another disaster. But I think Shaw's starting to find their groove. And their man is number 6, Vernon Gamble. But as good as Gamble's been, this defense is the reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, most certainly right there. Big defense. They were able to get it, wear down that offensive Upson-Lee in the first half. Kind of a little bit of deplorable there. I haven't given up a point the entire season so far as Shaw is on defense through the first 6 quarters of the season. Been able to kind of wear down that Upson-Lee offense, kind of dejected to come out second half, get the ball at the 8 after a bad catch on the kickoff, and we're able to take it 92 yards on one play with Gamble at the back. And Upson-Lee are now lined up at their own 45 with 2 backs.
Cantrell will hand it off, and he'll be taken down immediately. LeBron Raven came unblocked and just shot out like a cannon, Mike. And a loss of 5. And right now the Raiders are playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it seems like they kind of got a little bit of a chew in there in the first half at halftime. Coach Garner, of course, with the lead, but not happy with the way that they played. A lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes. The defense, no faults of their own. They played great in the first half, but now they're coming out with a hair on fire here against Upson-Lee in the second half.
Second down to 15. They're not giving Cantrell anything. Cantrell, again, passing, setting up a screen. Howard's got blocking in front, and Howard's got space. Good tackle, though, in open space by Bryson Denson, and it'll bring up third down and about 6, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like he's ready to come to the – he got a little bit shaken up that time. I thought he was about to come to the sideline. Looked like he got a knee to the helmet as he went in for the tackle. And a big 10-yard gain, 9-yard gain, actually, for Cheston Howard. Was able to get up, made it 3rd and 6, so it's manageable now for Upson-Lee after that screen. That's the only way you're really going to stop the Shaw defense is just get the screen game going because they're coming upfield play after play.
Cantrell. Rolls, and it's tipped up in the air. Intercepted by Otis Stevens. And Otis Stevens will be taken down, and that was tipped up in the air by number 18, Delonte Brooks. And the Raiders defense come up with another huge play.
Big one that time. Shaw still coming after it. Unable to do anything with it as the freshman quarterback for Upson-Lee tries to get it downfield. They're already in his face as they're going A-gap, right up the middle, right in his face. Tip drill. Otis Stevens wins that one, and he gets it down to the Upson-Lee 33. Well, Shaw will start off their second drive of the second half. Great field position here with a 14-0 lead.
First down and 10 at 33 of Upson-Lee. Peterson. Hand off to Gamble. Gamble got blocking. Gamble in space again. Gamble gallops for 9 more. Make it 10 and another. Raiders first down. And number 6 is creeping up, Mike, on that 200 century mark.
He had 160 yards coming into this drive. That's another 12 right there. Thankfully for number 12, for Upson-Lee, was able to trip him up at the end and keep him out of the end zone. Jadarian Meadows, the free safety, able to come up and make the play. But they're down to the 23-yard line now. Another first down.
Just keep beating him. Why not get it again? And another big run again. And Gamble for the third time. Say it ain't so. Vernon Gamble show here at Cadet Stadium. Raiders go up 20. Keep getting that young man the rock. And his dad saying, I told him don't get tackled. He didn't get tackled there, Dad.
No, he didn't. He's got 3 carries, 3 plays for Shaw total in this second half. 92 yards on the first play, 33 yards and 2 carries on this drive for another touchdown. 2 scores, 3 total for the ball game for Gamble. What a game for that young man at running back for Shaw tonight. He's got 193 on the ground right now for the Shaw Raiders.
Hey, you remember it was this time last year, Mike, that I was saying when Shaw played Smith Station, the Blair Harrison era was starting. Now it's a year later, and I'm saying the Johnny Gardner year is starting. And I told you, Chris, you could shake your head. I called it. 3rd straight year. I said Hardaway 3 years ago. Last year was Columbus High, and this year, I'm telling you, those Raiders, man, trying to look to go to 2-0. They have not given up a point in almost 7 quarters of play, and their offense is starting to click as long as they give it to number 6. And I'm not trying to rhyme right there, Mike. No pun intended.
He's finding the seams. Good blocking up front by that big old line, able to get him the seam. He's able to cut up, find the space, and all he's got to do is get to the second level, and they're not going to bring him down easy. It's going to take 2 or 3 to get him down. So far right now, it's looking like a good 2026 for the Raiders of Shaw High School.
The Raiders. The Raiders. Al Davis is smiling right now. Another great squib kick. It'll go off the hands, and Upson-Lee don't even want to return it.
Yeah.
Allender's done such a great job. And when your defense is playing as good as he does, you can take risks like that and kick short kickoffs. But the defense has been lights out, man. Again, I don't want to take nothing away from Campbell. He's been great. But the defense has not given up anything, man.
No, they're not. Not at all. They came in, like I said, the first half. Upson-Lee ran 25 plays, only had 38 yards, not even 2 yards of play offensively. They come out here, get 4 yards on their first drive of the second half, and then throw the interception. So not only stopping the run, stopping the ball is Shaw, but also causing turnovers here in the second half. Led to 7 more points, and is now 21-0 in favor of the Raiders. See Upson-Lee taking the field here now. They'll start off at their own 27 after the kickoff.
First down from about 33. Cantrell just going to hand it off, and he'll run right into a brick wall. I said his name quite a few times. Noah Hart did not move, wasn't phased.
Not at all.
Number 25 for Upson-Lee tried to put his head down, Marquise Wimberly, and went nowhere. And it's 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, loss of 3 that time. Playing the edge, Hart not giving up anything. Kept that left arm free as they tried to seal the edge over there. Tried to get the log block. Didn't work. Stayed in position. Stayed on the outside there. Kept that arm free and made the big tackle in the backfield. Send up a long 2nd down here. Let's see if Upson-Lee goes back to the screen pass here. They seem to have done that throughout the first half on long yardage situations.
Another handoff and another big-time tackle. This time 0, Otis Stevens. And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, it seems like he knocked the offensive lineman's helmet off that time. His number 58's helmet goes flying. He'll head to the sideline that time, but tried to come up and block Otis Stevens, unable to do so. And Otis Stevens with another big tackle for loss for Shaw. That puts him back to the 23, another yard back for Upson-Lee as it'll be 3rd and 14. They're just starting to turn it up here in the second half on both sides of the ball.
And Curtis Crowell, thank you. That was George Willis that got the tip to led to an interception in that last possession. 3rd down and long.
See if they bring Stevens in the A-gap.
Cantrell, just throws it up for grabs, and it's going to be picked off. There to make the interception was Jaden Alexander, the sophomore. Cantrell just threw it up for grabs, and number 20 in black came down with it.
Did exactly what you're supposed to do as a defensive back. Got in front of the receiver, got the high point, went up in the air, kept the feet in the sideline there, got the big turnover. That's 2 interceptions on 2 possessions here in the second half for Shaw. And they're going to start it back off here at the 38 this time of Upson-Lee with a 3-score lead, 7:32 to go in the third quarter.
It's danger zone time for Upson-Lee. Can Shaw really put their foot on the neck of the Knights on this drive and go up by 4 touchdowns? And handoff to Otis Stevens, and he gallops for about 5 yards, make it 6.
Yeah, not the explosiveness of Gamble, but you saw him just put the head down, get upfield, make the play, fall forward.
We got an injured player that's a center, and I was just about to make mention of that offensive line, Mike. Another unit that needs to be praised. They have been absolutely sensational tonight, but we got a Houston Clinic injury timeout. We'll take a quick break. Come back, we got more.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeHostelowLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
Welcome back, everyone, here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And Mike, the center, came up, hopefully with just cramps right there, but he's been pretty good since those first couple mishaps early in the game.
Yeah, had a couple of bad snaps on the drive that cost him about 17 yards. They ended up having to punt the ball away. But so far since then, Dennis Beverly has done a great job getting the ball back there to Dalen Peterson and then pushing that line forward. As a center, you're mainly the quarterback of the offensive line, calling the blocking schemes out. Let's see how long he'll be out there. Looks like it's a cramp, so they're going to try to get him massaged out, get him hydrated, and try to get him back in this ball game.
Otis Stevens in the backfield behind Dalen Peterson. Peterson hasn't been asked to do much because they've been able to run all over Upson-Lee. And he'll hand it off again to 0-0. Look at that massive hole, Mike. Holy smokes. And at this point, I feel like the defense from Upson-Lee is kind of gassed out, Mike.
Yeah, and at that point right there, if you were Otis Stevens, you saw that hole just a little bit sooner. You've been able to cut up and hit the end zone easily. He'll still get 4 yards and get it down to the 29. It'll set up 3rd and 1 here. Let's see if they hand it back to him. Just keep feeding the young men for Shaw. I expect another one up the middle here as they go back. They were going to go pistol. Nice to the left of Peterson.
Oh, got him to jump off sides.
Good hard count that time by Dalen.
And that will be an automatic. Not an automatic, but it will be a first down.
That'll bring him down to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Shaw. Good play that time, be able to get the hard count. Haven't seen that all night. Good timing for it right there by Coach Garner in the offense.
Don't forget Saturday Morning Roar, Columbus Lions, this Saturday, 9 a.m., recapping all the scores. We'll have Alex Quinney, All-State Good Hands Player of the Game coming up, and I think we both have a good nominee for that. Low snap, handoff, and here's Gamble. Gamble will hop into about 6 yards there.
He'll get down to the 18. Another 6-yard gain that time by Gamble.
That's 198, Mike.
Yes, he's getting close to that 200-yard mark.
And we're 5:40 left here in the in the third quarter. We still got a whole quarter to go.
He's at 199 right now. He needs 1 more yard to get 200 for the game.
Mike, why do you keep making my math not mathing?
I just write it down.
You
and
did it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
I'm reporting you, man.
I hid one play from you. I'm sorry.
Help! 2nd down and 4. Gamble has it. Gamble to the outside, has blocking in front, and will get enough for a first down. Good job by Gamble bouncing it to the outside. Kendrick and Hardaway are in a good one. It was 13-12 last time I got an update late in the third. I think they're heading into the fourth over there. And first down from the 14 for Shaw.
And that puts Gamble at 204 yards for the game. Got just enough right there. Actually, it's 203, so he eclipsed the 200-yard mark so far here halfway through the third quarter.
Dalen will hand it off to Gamble once again, and Gamble will get 3 yards before he's even touched. And it'll be second down. Tomorrow we have 4 games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, headlined by the Heritage Bowl. Spencer and Carver are talking about a showdown. The city's buzzing. Everybody's talking. Is this a year, for the first time in a long time, will Spencer take down Carver? I mean, I can't wait. I know the atmosphere is going to be electric. Mike, you'll be at Flint River and Calvary, 2 really good programs going against each other. We got Pacelli and Dadeville, and then Brookstone and Glenwood. I almost think for Brookstone, this is starting to get like they need to get a win.
Yes.
And for Glenwood, they want to go 2-0. Low snap. Peterson's going to keep it. Peterson's still going to get positive yards, and that's when you know you're really rolling, Mike.
Yeah.
When you get low snaps and you still turn them into positive plays, botch handoffs, and you're still able to move the ball. It's just been that night for Shaw. And after last year, I know Shaw Raider fans, I know Johnny Gardner's looking at me like, come on, dude. After all the bad luck we had last year, I think we can get some good fortune. 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, definitely there. Was able to get it upfield, had the bad snap, was going to hand it off to Gamble, but just the timing wasn't there. Took off on the left side, made 3 out of nothing there. Could have been an easy loss there, but ended up getting 3 yards to set up 3rd and 4. And Otis Stevens will check in for Gamble now at running back.
Handoff, Otis Stevens. Patiently waiting. Otis Stevens barrels ahead. 1st and goal. We'll have Richard Holdridge here after the quarter, and he'll talk about kickoff for calls. A really good nonprofit organization, Twin Cedars, put on an excellent event, raising money for the Ann Elizabeth Shepherd home. I know they were trying to get $150,000. Richard will let us know here after the quarter and update us on how that went. So here we go. 1st and goal. 3:13 left in the third. Low snap. Peterson's going to take it off anyway. Peterson reaches for the goal line, and he's in. Tough run by Dalen Peterson. He gets his first touchdown run. And Shaw really putting their foot on the pedal. It's 27-0.
Yeah, right now, nothing can go wrong for Shaw. A couple of bad snaps that time. Not really a bad snap on that one. Peterson just unable to handle it cleanly. Was able to make something out of nothing again there. Just went upfield, broke a couple of tackles, lunged forward, reached over the pylon, over the, I guess, actually the plane. And another score for Shaw. They go up 27-0 here. Looks like we got a penalty of some sorts out there. Let's see what's going to hold on here. If they might push them back. Going to get unsportsmanlike conduct against Shaw. That might be after the play. Let's see what they do here. I wonder if they're going to say that the touchdown still counted or not, or if they got stopped short.
Uh-oh.
They're going to try to say he got stopped at the 1-yard line. Yeah, both officials flashed the touchdown signal.
So what's the penalty on?
They said unsportsmanlike conduct, which is usually an after-the-play penalty. But
Whoa. They're saying that he didn't cross the goal line?
Actually, you had both officials that are on each side of the pylon signal touchdown. Now they're trying to say he was down at the 1 and 15 yards with a personal foul. So I guess they're just trying to – I don't know what they're trying to do at this point. We are still have trouble trying to understand these officials around here.
Otis Stevens will take it. He won't get anything. And I'm baffled at what I'm seeing right now. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 14. Mike, he was still on his feet when he was stretching for the goal line.
Yes. I don't understand
both guys that are on by the power lines, both line judges, single touchdown. And now we're 2nd and goal from the 14.
Yeah, it seems like, well, I mean, I hate to put it this way. We don't want to downplay a lot of officials in the area. We've seen a lot of bad calls.
I've been told I need to tone it down some.
Yeah,
but
you can tone it down some. But at the same time, if somebody you know can do better, tell them to come on out here and be an official because we are apparently at a shortage.
Yes. and they will all gladly welcome you.
Yes.
I'll never go out there. I'll tell you that right now.
Nah, same here.
Won't be me. Timeout, Shaw. 2nd and goal when we come back. 1:48 left in the third. Still, Shaw up 21-0.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So 2nd and goal, Mike, from the 14. We watched the replay. I'm still not seeing what the officials saw while they brought it back, but here we are. Peterson going to let it fly and will sail it in to the back of the end zone. It'll be 3rd down now from the 14.
Yeah, it was hit as he threw that one. Jaden Duggar coming from the blind side that time off the edge. The 6', 245 defensive lineman for Upson-Lee was able to get into the back of Peterson as he threw that one. Calls it to sail high. So it'll be third and goal from the 14 now. Yeah, we looked at the replay. Only thing I can imagine is a personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct is a post-play penalty. For some reason, the officials thought, well, we threw the flag at the one, so we're just going to say it was down at the one and we're going to move it back 15. That's the only thing I can figure. Outside of that, I don't know what's going on as far as the officials go on that play.
Peterson will fake the handoff and is going to throw it to the wide side. Was looking for Giovanni Johnson-Ruth. So was just told that apparently one of the players' helmets came off and they blew the play dead.
Did they call it sportsmanlike because he kept playing? That's the only thing I can figure at this point.
Why would they blow it dead if for the goal line you're going to blow it dead?
Yeah.
Maybe if it's way downfield, you want to start blowing it dead, and they're not going anywhere. As Allender's field goal attempt is up and no good. Well, confusion there. Shaw not able to take advantage, but did move the chains. But it'll be 1st down for Upson-Lee at the 14.
Yeah, and so far defense has been what it's been about for Shaw as they've started out the second half. 2 possessions for Upson-Lee, 6 plays, and both possessions ending in Shaw interceptions.
Jonathan Bones-Jones, another score update from him. Over at Otis Spencer, Kendrick leads Hardaway 13-12 in the 4th.
Nice tight one over there at Otis Spencer Stadium between 2 teams trying to build programs up between the Cherokees and the Hawks. The Hawks, again, we called them last week. Had a good showing with some youth out there on the team. Let's see if they can try to build on that with Coach Wedner. 20-yard line for Upson-Lee now. New quarterback in the ball game.
And he'll take the direct handoff, and he'll run right into a big-time tackle. And that was Bryson Benson
Stole
in
the
on
ball
the
away.
stop. And quarterback, well, that's Keno Gilbert, listed as a wide receiver, who came in there. You think a Wildcat, or you think he's playing quarterback?
I'm thinking they're going Wildcat right here, trying to find something offensively. But Denson coming upfield like a madman, got in the backfield, made the big tackle as they tried to go quarterback sweep with the Wildcat formation, unable to get anything out of that one. It'll set it up now 2nd and 12 from the 18.
If he's in at quarterback, again, this is number 29, Keno Gilbert, a junior at 6'2", who's playing quarterback. And he'll actually throw it in the dirt.
Yeah, a short hop that time, rolling to his right. Again, good defense, good pursuit, and good coverage by Shaw. Not giving a whole lot of space there for a play to be made. He'll set it up now 3rd and 12 from the 18-yard line. 36 seconds left to go in the third quarter here, and Shaw still dominating on this end of the ball. Let's see what they do here.
With a new quarterback in, Mike, you're up 3 scores. I wouldn't be shocked if they come after this young man right now.
Yeah. I see a blitz up the middle. You see all linebackers walking up to the line of scrimmage. You might see all 7 come.
And they're going to blow.
You got false start.
Blow the play dead. So 3rd and now 18 for Upson-Lee.
Yeah, the pressure that time causing the offensive line to get a little bit fidgety that time. They were moved a little bit, just enough to get the false start. That'll set them back 5 more yards, and we'll get it at the 13-yard line now.
.29 seconds left in the half. 3rd and a long way to go for Upson-Lee.
Trips to the right side for Upson-Lee. Figure they're going to roll that way.
And they're actually going to roll the opposite way, and Gino Gilbert's going to take a direct handoff up the middle. And he will get about 11 yards, but it'll be 4th down at 8 from their own 22. And here comes the punt team for Upson-Lee.
Yeah, they knew what it was at that point. You're that deep in your own territory. You don't want to take a chance on another interception or anything like that, or a turnover deep in your own territory. Just get what you can, set up your punt team so you're not kicking it out of the end zone. And that's where we'll start the 4th quarter. That one ends the 3rd. As Shaw throws the 4 fingers up in the air. 21-0 Raiders here on top of Upson-Lee. We'll be back in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone. Thrift Behringer here with Mike Frost, 21-0. Raiders have been playing great football.
Yeah, it's been all Shaw so far. That first quarter, a little bit rough for them, but the last 2 quarters, right here in the middle of this ball game, they've been able to turn it up, minimize the penalties, minimize the mistakes, cause Upson-Lee to cause 2 turnovers. And they've been able to take over this ball game as they're up 3 scores. Could have been 4, but we'll take 3 right now at this point as Upson-Lee getting ready to punt it to Shaw. 4th and 8 from their own 22.
Set to return is Trenton Patton. Patton, oh, no, it's blocked. And he'll pick it up to Najee Howard. Howard still on his feet. He's going the wrong way. And that's, not Najee Howard. I think that's number 12, Antron Mallory. Someone pulled his hair there. I know that had to hurt.
Yeah, he seems to be down.
But he was going the wrong way.
Yeah, it seems they got spun around out there and kind of lost direction of where he was. Especially after the hair pull that time, he'll head to the sideline there. And hopefully he'll be okay. They got penalties on the field around the 28 as well.
A block punt there.
Yeah, it was a bobbled snap there by the punter, and it gave Shaw time to get back there, at least get a fingertip on it, cause it to go straight up in the air. He was able to catch it in the air and take off for the end zone, just got turned around.
You know that signal?
I don't. It looks like
something on Shaw.
It's all personal foul, but I didn't know what the hand in the fist means or what.
I don't know what that was, Mike. But personal foul. Illegal blindside block.
It'll still be Shaw ball.
Yep.
It'll just push him back 15 yards, so they'll probably start around the 43-yard line of Upson-Lee, considering if they move the penalty back from the spot of the foul at the 28.
I think where are they spotting them?
Yeah, it's going to be at the 43-yard line of Upson-Lee. So 15 yards back from the spot of the foul. They had it at the 28-yard line, but either way, good field position for Shaw to start it off here in the fourth quarter with the ball.
Yep, they'll be at the 43 of Upson-Lee.
Well, back in the backfield again next to Peterson.
Hand off to Gamble, and there goes Vernon Gamble, who's taken down. That was a great tackle by Upson-Lee.
Looks like that was number 5, DeQuavius Hamilton, the strong safety. Coming up to make the play in the hole that time and keep Gamble to no gain. Hasn't happened too often today. 2nd and 10 now from the 43.
Gamble coming up a bit gimpy there.
Yeah, he might be cramping a little bit there. Looks like he's trying to
get off,
hurry off the field.
Yeah. He's had a sensational night tonight.
Yes, he has. Stevens will check in for him.
And shovel pass to Trenton Patton, who tries to reverse field and not able to do anything with that. Loses 3 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, tried to cut back on the backside there, but Upson-Lee playing at home in position was able to get him in the backfield on the TFL, and it'll be 3rd and 13 now from the 46. So going the wrong way so far in this drive is Shaw. Let's see if they can try to pick up something here on 3rd and long. Try to get it to where they can make it a possible 4-down territory. Down to about 10 seconds on the play clock now, still.
Peterson. And will take off and run. He's got a lot of open space. There goes Dalen Peterson. Will get out of bounds inside the 30. 1st down, Raiders.
Yeah, big one that time. He was able to get upfield, knew that he wasn't going to be able to make it all the way to the end zone, protects himself, heads towards the sideline. Around the 28-yard line, 1st down. Shaw on the 18-yard run by Dalen Peterson. Showing off the legs that time. Needed 13 on 3rd down, got it all the way inside the 30. Stevens still in the backfield here. Is Gamble getting a little bit of a breather. Maybe some hydration, try to get those muscles from knotting up on him.
Hand off Otis Stevens. Stevens got a blocking in front. Otis Stevens tried to run over him, man. John Bentley took the brunt of that hit. The brunt of that hit. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, still a 6-yard gain that time by Stevens. Got down to the 22, tried to truck stick him. Still drugged down to the ground, but a good 6-yard gain there by the Shaw tailback. And they'll set him up now 2nd and 4.
Handoff Otis. And Stevens will be taken down again. And so Otis not getting anything there. Will be 3rd down and short for Shaw. Otis staying in. Haven't seen Gamble. He's coming out.
Looks like he's still trying to stay hydrated, stay stretched out on the sidelines. You're up 3 scores. Don't take a chance on a further injuring yourself at this point. And they'll go from pistol formation here, 3rd and 4 after the no gain. Upson-Lee was able to wrap up the legs of Stevens and keep him from turning upfield on that last play.
Dalen will hand it off once again, and Otis. Oh, he just runs over a man for a first down. Otis Stevens with a hit stick. Sheesh.
That was the old school, what we call back in the day, the forearm shiver, right to the chest that time of the Upson-Lee defender. And Otis Stevens says, "You're not going to deny me this first down." Takes it down to the 15, 14-yard line. Big 8-yard run that time by Stevens to make it first down.
And Otis won't get anything there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a real big east and west runner is Otis Stevens, but north and south, you get him going upfield, he's going to get a big run. And he'll come out of the game, and that'll bring Gamble back in with 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. If I had cash on me right now, I'd throw a bet on it. They're going to hand it off to Gamble right here. And we're going to shake, and we're probably both in agreement.
I just shake Mike's hand saying, bet. I'm saying they hand it off to Gamble. You say someone else is getting it, okay?
No.
Gamble's going to get it. Gamble tries to get a couple of yards. And Vernon Gamble Jr. gets.
You get about 2 on that one down to the 12. You hear the Shaw coaches yelling heavy, heavy as they bring in an extra offensive lineman. I believe they're planning on still running the ball 2 times here to try to get the first down, as it's 3rd and 8. I expect them to probably run it to the right side there. They brought in the heavy formation. They still got Marquell Charleston playing just on the wing there at H-back. Probably lead blocking for Gamble here.
And he'll set up a screen pass and fall straight down. Does Marquell Charleston.
And he'll drop back to the 13-yard line. So about a 1-yard loss on that one. He'll set it up 4th and 9. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there. See if they try to go for it here. Maybe try to just run the play clock down. See the coaches just saying, hold on a second. They might let it get down to about a second or 2 and call timeout. As actually they're going to reset the play clock now. As the officials jumping back up, we're down to about 16 seconds left to go on that play clock.
And he will throw it out in the flat on 4th down, and it will go incomplete. So Shaw comes up empty-handed once again, does move the football. 5:44 here left in the 4th, but they're still up 21-0.
Yeah, the defense has still been able to hold on strong here in this ball game. 5:44 to go here, up 3 scores. Upson-Lee already with the quarterback changes. They brought in one of their wide receivers to play quarterback as a Wildcat with Marquez Wimberly and Jordan Slayton. I'm sorry, Keno Gilbert, like you said earlier, the junior. Let's see if they go back to him here as they come back out on the ball field. Or if they go back to the freshman quarterback, Cash Cantrell.
We got a break. We'll take some time, and it's the Franks Collision Center Muskogee County Game of the Week. Shaw up by 3 touchdowns on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeHostelowLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
Too. His
Oh,
dad,
yes?
Vernon Gamble.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were saying that. We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Sorry, Chris is just catching me talking. We were.
Wait, what?
If I'm not-
He isn't.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Vernon Gamble is Vernon Gamble Jr. Yes, he is a junior classification. But if I'm not mistaken, I thought I heard the PA announcer saying he is actually a junior in his name. Either way, he's my nomination for the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, which Mike will give out here in just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Still the same quarterback in, Mike, and they're going to do a wildcat that won't get anything. And by the way, the chains never moved.
I just got it.
That was because it was turnover on downs, and it
I
says third down over there.
They may have ran a play at some point that we may have missed, though. 3rd and 1, even the PA announcer.
I guess we were at commercial.
Arguing about names. No. So,
And yes, we are professionals,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen.
Semi.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Semi-pro.
I don't claim to be that. 3rd down and short for Upson-Lee. And handoff. He breaks a couple tackles, and that will be enough for an Upson-Lee 1st down.
Yeah, tough run. He got knocked back probably around 2 yards in the backfield. Was able to bounce off and keep his legs moving. Gets 2 yards, needed 1. So 1st down for Upson-Lee. So that'll set him up 1st and 10 from the 23 now with 4 minutes to go in the ball game. And with Upson-Lee changing quarterbacks and going to more of a 4 wide receiver set, you see Shaw jump out of that 4-4 defense and go to a 4-2-5.
They're telling the band to stop.
Yeah, I guess with the offense being on this side of the field, they're asking them to halt any distractions. Handoff left side, cuts upfield.
And he's got a big gain there, Mike. Wimberly with another 1st down run. They'll get to the 35. That's probably one of the best plays of this half, if not the best play, with 3:30 left here in the 4th.
They had a 12-yard pass in the 1st quarter and a 12-yard run right there. Those are the 2 longest plays of the day for the Upson-Lee offense.
And he'll get around the right end and able to get and scoot for 6 there.
Yeah, was able to break a couple of tackles that time and move up. Gets up to the 42-yard line. They had him back there around the backfield, around the line of scrimmage again. He was able to hit the corner. And a big 7-yard run that time by the Upson-Lee quarterback. 2nd and 3 now from the 42. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Clock stopped right now as he went out of bounds. Once they get ready to set and resume play, they'll turn the clock back. Waiting on the whistle from the official.
So 2nd down and short for Kylan. He'll hand it off and hit immediately. Otis Stevens in there on the act with Noah Hart. 3rd down.
He was able to break the first tackle in the backfield, but the rest of the Raider defense ready and waiting for him right there. Moved him back to the 41-yard line, a loss of 1. That'll set it up 3rd and 4 now as the clock keeps ticking. And Shaw trying to secure another shutout here in the 2nd ball game of the season. They were able to take out BTW up in Atlanta last week on the road 14-0. Up 21-0 right now. And the clock winding down on this Upson-Lee offense. And he'll break another tackle. This time spin off another one and keeps churning. Seems like Coach Johnny Garner going to have a lot to talk to about finishing the game as the Shaw defense allowing a lot of missed tackles right now. And he got about 10 yards on that one to move him up, get another first down. It's going to be at the 49-yard line of the Shaw Raiders. 1st and 10 for Upson-Lee. So big run that time by the quarterback of Upson-Lee. Into the Wildcat position, Keno Gilbert. Handoff, gets another broken tackle in the backfield. He'll keep running, finally gets brought down around the 46-yard line. Tackled again that time by number 55, Noah Hart, who's been all over the field defensively for the Shaw Raiders at the defensive end position. So he'll gain 3 on that one. It'll set it up 2nd and 7. As we close down, almost a minute to go in the ball game. Here's Shaw. About to start their season off 2-0. He'll step back to pass now, throw it over the middle, almost picked off. Good defense that time by the corner, Savion Joseph. Able to jump in front of that one. And looks like we got an injury on the field. Another cramp possibly, and we'll take a Jack Houston Memorial injury timeout as they tend to one of the Shaw Raiders on the field. 21-0. Raiders on top, 50 seconds to go here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
And welcome back after that Jack Houston Memorial injury timeout. LeBron Raybon makes his way back to the sideline there. Looks like caught a cramp here late in the ball game. Seems to be fine. Was able to get to the sideline under his own power. He'll walk and go sit down and try to stretch it out. Get a couple of electrolytes in the system. 3rd and 7. Stepping back to pass. Throws it up in the air. Tipped off, and picked off by the Shaw Raiders. He'll take off upfield. The helmet comes off. They're going to blow the play dead. Big interception that time. Antron Mallory, the senior, the 3rd pick of the game for the Shaw Raiders. And they're going to secure the shutout. 27 seconds left to go in the ball game as they get the ball back at the 41-yard line. And Shaw will move to 2-0 on the season here. They still have yet to give up a single point so far this season. Remind you of that black and silver defense of the early 2000s so far these first 2 games of the season. And victory formation for Shaw. Dalen Peterson looking to kneel it down right here. As we wait on everybody to get set. And he'll kneel down at the 36-yard line. And that's going to be your ball game, people. Shaw Raiders here on Thursday night take down the Upson-Lee Knights from Thomaston as Upson-Lee drops to 0-2 on the season. Shaw 2-0. In 2 games, they've outscored their opponents 35-0 as they were able to run the ball up and down the field in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. Those 2 quarters right there is what won the ball game for Shaw. Big offense there by the Raiders on the ground as they end up with plenty of rushing yards, especially in the first 2 drives of the ball game. As we'll get ready with our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. That's going to go to number 6, Vernon Gamble, the running back for the Shaw Raiders. Ended the ball game here. Had 10 carries for 68 yards in the first half. 8 carries for another 140 in the second. So 18 carries, 208 yards for the running back for Shaw, 2 touchdowns on the ground. And that's your Alex Quinney, All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. Number 6, Vernon Gamble. And he'll take that one down as Shaw moves to 2-0 on the season after the 21-0 victory. As we'll have a little interview coming up here shortly as Thrift Behringer heads down to the sideline to have a conversation with Coach Johnny Garner after the handshake. Another big win here for Shaw as they get ready for region play upcoming, as they've moved up to the 4A classification. They'll start off next week on the road against Bainbridge in their region opener. As former Central Phoenix City head coach down there leading the Bainbridge Bears in the region with Shaw. Again, big game this time. They were able to first quarter, a lot of mistakes for Shaw, penalties, moving the ball back. And they were able to overcome that in the second and third quarters and put it in the end zone a few times, played great defense. 3 interceptions on the night for the Shaw Raider defense, and they were able to get the 21-0 victory to move to 2-0. As we get ready here, Thrift meeting with Coach Garner. As we get ready, we'll send it out to him. Thrift.